could say there hasn't really been a movement out of Harlem since like ASAP.
Gangsta, we the littest niggas in this city, you heard?
No jumping, we outside.
Littest niggas in this city, you heard? This shit right here, you heard?
Let me let y'all know.
Word 2, bro. He's a cop, bro. Gangsta, word.
Move Look is a fucking ride. You really a ride. Word of my mother, you really dry snitched on you, bum.
We have new developments tonight after a teenager was to death. A 15-year-old boy has been charged with killing another teen on a subway platform yesterday.
So wrong when I see that as me, like chase down gang, beat on my sneaks. Everything dead, everything for naughty.
Video 100K, 3 days. Like, what's next?
Millions.
In the current era, the majority of the focus of New York music has been around Brooklyn and the Bronx, but one group single-handedly put Harlem on the map in the New York drill world. The Sugarhill neighborhood has become a music hotspot, producing some of the biggest drill rappers over the past 3 years, but along the way, they have taken big losses and seen plenty of internal friction. So in this video, we'll take a look at the story of OY. OY is a gang located in the Sugarhill neighborhood in Harlem, believed to have started sometime in the 2000s, initially going under the name OYG for Original Young Gangsters, but later dropping the G and referring to themselves as OY for Original Youngins. Through the 2000s and 10s, they would pick up beefs with several gangs from the surrounding areas. The main one, as far as their early music was concerned, was the YGs. OY got started on the drill scene in 2020 after E-Dot Baby, a rapper from the gang who was only 15 at the time, dropped a song called Ready for War that blew up. He was still new to music, but this record instantly turned him into one of the biggest artists in the new wave of drill that had started in the Bronx earlier that year. Following Ready for War, E-Dot Baby continued dropping music and growing his following. In addition to E-Dot, OY had other rappers like Roscoe G and 41 Hemi also making music, and E-Dot collaborating with them will help to get their names out as well. Later on this year, E-Dot will also end up linking with Shahi K, an up-and-coming rapper out of the Bronx, repping the OG's gang. The two of them would become good friends and unite Bronx and Harlem drill.
Y'all want me to react to this right here? Cause I ain't never heard this one, I ain't gonna lie. I'll react to that if y'all want that, let me know. Friends and unite Bronx and Harlem drill. I might have to go get that, I ain't gonna
Going
cap.
into 2021, OY would find themselves in a new beef with a Bronx gang called DOA. This beef all started with an incident involving E-Dot Baby. Up until this point, OY was neutral with DOA, but one day a video surfaced of E-Dot Baby smoking with the YG member named Light. OY had beef with the YGs, so E-Dot and Lighty were actually ops who just happened to start kicking it at a party, unaware of each other's affiliations. The OGs and DOA also had beef with the YGs. Shahi K and the other OGs wrote it off as a mistake and forgave E-Dot, but DOA was not willing to let it go and took this incident as a reason to start beefing with OY and jacking OYK.
Yeah, I'm about to say, cause DOA is K-Flock and them crew, yeah. You know, hey, all I'm gonna say is them boys is dead for real over there.
Up until this point, EK and the other OGs were cool with both groups, but they ended up having to pick a side and they chose OY. Also in early 2021, more OY rappers continued popping up. Blockwork and D Played for Keeps started dropping music and doing features with the established OY artists. In May of 2021, Blockwork and Shahi K teamed up on a song called D&D, and the song ended up going crazy, racking up millions of views, becoming an early Bronx and Harlem drill classic. The record was a big stepping stone for both Blockwork and Shy-E-K's careers. After D&D, the success OY was seeing would slow down for a couple of months until it got another spark.
Dude, this is a horrible gaming experience. I didn't live like this.
Well, I don't know, Linus. I don't have time to research upgrades for this
Shut your
thing.
bitch ass up. I remember that reaction. This shit went crazy.
A new OY rapper called Sugarhill King would begin making music, and early into his career, he teamed up with Blockwork on a song called Move, Look. The song went crazy, and King followed it up with more big records like Don't Trip and Everybody's Shot. Late 2021 was also big for Eat Baby. In November, he dropped a record sampling the K-pop song Gangnam Style that did numbers. Then in December, he teamed up with D-Play for Keeps to drop We Back Part 2, a song that was extremely viral, racking up millions and becoming his biggest song. So in late 2022, OY was the most lit they had ever been, but unfortunately for Blockwork, this was when they turned on him. It all started with a situation where he and Sugarhill King were riding in an Uber. The cops pulled them over, and Sugarhill King dry snitched on himself, bringing attention to his fanny pack that had a strap in it.
Here we go. Look at him telling them there's a pistol in the car.
You're acting really strange because I stopped the driver and you're going off in the back seat telling me I don't have anything in my fanny pack. Now that's raising, you know what I mean?
That's raising his what?
You knew what we were here for, right? You knew what we stopped, why we were looking for, right? Yeah.
Bro, I remember I was like, damn. Because I remember we watched the video on the situation, bro. And they were saying that Blockwork was a snitch. The whole fucking time, this nigga snitching. And he snitched on himself type shit. Don't even worry about the fanny pack. Don't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Just comply. Everything will be all fucking good, bro. Most of the time. That's probably like 4 times out of 10, everything will be all right.
They both got arrested and caught a case, and King decided to say that Blockwork had told on him. According to Blockwork, King did this because he wouldn't give him $500, but for whatever the reason, King continued to run with these snitching allegations. Shy-E did as well, and together they turned all of OY against Blockwork, and after late 2021, Blockwork would be on his own. At the very end of the year, OY took a loss when an older member named Oscar had his life taken. It was later revealed that the person on the other side of the trigger was K Flock, the hottest artist in the Bronx and the leader of DOA.
We seen that.
DOA OY beef had started over a relatively petty mistake, and it had basically only been back and forth lyrics and disses on songs. But this was a clear escalation of the situation. It would also be an opportunity. With K locked up and Eat Baby and King heating up at the end of the year, going into 2022, the OYs were in position to take over the drill scene.
Okay, free banger. Me and Cody was putting in danger. No, we wasn't fighting that strangers. We was the main ones arguing.
Can't believe that man passed away, bro. He was so for real, bro.
And EK teamed up on a track called Touch the Ground that went extremely viral, racking up millions and millions of views. Following Touch the Ground, Edot and King continued dropping consistently, both reaching new levels of popularity and leading the drill scene. In April, King began a crazy run, starting with his song Flock at the Flockas, which blew up. He followed this record up with Can't Wait and Evil Twin, featuring his twin brother, OY Quan, who had recently began rapping as well.
I'm saying though,
all of these songs,
wouldn't it, because they twins, bro, so they probably sound the exact same. I wonder why OY Quan ain't really popping like King.
for millions, and King became the hottest OY artists, but unfortunately in May, he was arrested again and would have to sit in Rikers. In July, more bad news would follow when a 14-year-old up-and-coming OY rapper known as Nadi Osama would end up losing his life in an altercation at a subway station. Nadi, his brother Didi Osama, and their friend Sugarhill D-Dot had been around making appearances in the older OY rappers' videos, and they had also been rapping as well, but hadn't really seen any big success. However, after Nadi passed and the situation got media coverage, people suddenly began going back to listen to the music he put out before he passed.
It's true.
Several songs together, they suddenly began blowing up. In August, Didi went extremely viral on TikTok. He had a unique situation where he developed a strong female following that became obsessed with him. But he was still making regular drill music. He was dissing rivals and dead ops, and all the rival rappers were dissing him as well because his name was hot. So he was sort of like a fusion between Justin Bieber and K-Flop. Sugarhill D-Dot was right beside him the whole way up, and their song 40s and 9s would go mega viral, racking up over 7 million views in a couple of months. In addition to Didi and D-Dot, D-Dot Baby was still around doing his thing, but by the end of the summer, Didi and D-Dot were the new faces of OY. They also had a friend who went by the name Duty Low, and they collaborated with him frequently, so he began to see some shine as well.
Yeah, that nigga Duty Low. Damn.
Going into fall, OY was red hot, and in October, a viral beef with a group called 401 would pop up, bringing even more attention. It started earlier in 2022 when Blockworks' manager signed a group from Brooklyn called 401. Shahi K had problems with both Blockwork and his manager, who was also Shahi K's former manager. This would result in him having problems with 401 and them going back and forth on social media. They took this situation as an opportunity to start dissing Shahi K, the OG, and their dead. And in June, EK would respond, dissing them in a song called New Ops. Around the same time, Nadi Osama and Didi Osama would also drop a song called 41K, dissing them as well. Possibly because of the situation with EK, or possibly just because the OYs didn't like them being cool with Blockwork. Barely anybody knew who Nadi and Didi were at this time when the song initially dropped, and 401 basically ignored it. Fast forward to October of 2022, Didi Osama was the hottest new rapper on the drill scene, and Nadi's name was everywhere, so 401 decided to diss him. They released a song called Nadi Bop with a dance mocking him getting stabbed, and it went extremely viral on TikTok. Didi
Bro, I still have not reacted to that song, bro. I don't know. It's probably too fucking late to do it anyway, but if y'all want that reaction, let me know, bro.
Responded with the song called Real Talk, dissing him back, and the whole situation would end up making him even more famous. In November, OY took another loss when E-Dot Baby made the decision to off himself, a situation that hurt the group badly.
So I was going through spice samples and I found this.
I don't care what you were doing.
Following E-Dot's passing, Shahi K, 401 Himi, and Duty Low teamed up to drop a tribute, and this would end up being the last ever collaboration between the OY and OGs. Although these two groups had been cool for several years, tension had been brewing. Following E-Dot's passing, lives surfaced of the two groups dissing each other as well as their fallen members. The situation got even more attention after a video surfaced of Shahi K, Nadi bopping, which made it official to those who hadn't seen any of the previous back and forths. Then, about 2 weeks later, Duty Low dropped a song dissing Yellow, Noah, and Diddy, all of Shahi K's fallen homies, leading to Shahi K dropping a response, bringing up OY members that passed like Nadi and Benji. Going into 2023, With Keem locked up and E-Dot Baby gone, Diddy and D-Dot would continue putting on for OY, and the group would also see a new face emerge onto the scene. A rapper called Bloody started his career with the freestyle on a platform called Blockwork TV, and he began releasing music consistently, doing songs with established OY rappers like Duty Low, Roscoe G, and 41 Hemi. The fans embraced Bloody.
Who the fuck is 41 Hemi, bro? I'm gonna have to react to his music, bro, because I don't know who that is. This is my first time hearing that name. No cap.
Star in OY. Meanwhile, Diddy and D-Dot, the already established stars in OY, ran into some friction. In March, video came out of them arguing on the game, and fans also saw some of their family members going back and forth on Instagram about the disagreements these two had.
Go up to the that's OY, right? That's talking about you, right? Go up to as a man and tell him about themselves. You don't do none of that. You just stay home. You got it. You just post on the gram and just and like what? You diss us on the songs. Like nigga, hood don't got no faith in us. Like you don't see that.
Alright, but you ain't tell J-Star that you was hating on me? That's David. That's super David.
What? J-Star
That is super David.
talking on my name. He said that I said I'm hating on you.
The situation appeared to be a miscommunication and the wrong people around them getting in their ears. They stopped appearing in each other's videos, but they both continued to do their thing individually. Diddy had such a crazy run in 2022 that it was inevitable he would eventually see a decline, and he did. His views started dipping, but he was still able to pull over 1 million views on basically every video he dropped, while experimenting with different types of sounds, from slower melodic records geared towards a female audience to modern Chicago drill influenced records with Lil Zay Osama.
I was wondering, bro, that makes perfect fucking sense, bro.
Then in April,
he doing all these videos and you don't see D-Dot in no videos, bro. You know them niggas is thick as thieves, so when you see that shit, like you should, you know what I'm saying? Niggas really should have known what was going on. That's crazy.
He dropped a song called Let It Go that blew up, racking up millions, becoming his biggest solo song ever. He followed this up with another record called 3 AM in the Yams.
That shit's hard. I heard that.
Tyler, another young up-and-coming rapper, and this record also went crazy and did numbers. In April, the news broke that Sugarhill Keem had been sentenced to 5 years. More unfortunate news for the group. In July, the OY 41 beef would pop back up again when Bloody and Roscoe G ran into Kyle Rich and Jen Carter at the airport and got into a fight on the spot in front of everybody. In October, Diddy Osama made an appearance in a Sugarhill D-Dot freestyle. It was the first time they had been spotted together in months and showed that they had settled whatever problems they had. Then in November, the 41 beef popped up yet again after 41 dropped a song called Stomp Stomp with disses aimed at OY. Diddy had already heard snippets and made a response, which he dropped a couple hours after their song dropped.
That nigga be ready, bro. But that nigga Diddy be on point with his shit, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro.
Rappers are still leading the scene. OY has probably been the most consistent group in the new era of drill, and from E-Dot to Keem to Diddy and D-Dot, they have maintained their relevance every year with new stars leading the drill scene. They have obviously seen a lot of tragedy and misfortune, but as far as drill goes, their story has been significantly more positive than a lot of other groups in this genre.